I saw your story in the ODT, and I was really interested about having a chat with you about who you are, what you do, and why you're doing it. Your company is called, as it says in your image there, Straw the Line New Zealand, and it is a company that was started in Auckland by a couple of people. You've recently purchased it, and the company Straw the Line makes and sells edible drinking stores for the hospitality and retail industries. Tell us about it. Tell us about the company. Tell us about why you have purchased it and bought it to Dunedin.
Sure. So one we autocorrect there, which I did bring to the ODT's attention, is I don't make them. They're actually imported from Vietnam, the straws.
Okay.
Unfortunately, New Zealand isn't good at growing rice, something that we haven't mastered yet. So we can't grasp that skill yet.
Gotcha.
So they are imported, but who knows, the future, we might be clever enough to be able to do that. So yeah, April Fool's Day took over the business from Auckland mums. Did have my fingers crossed till it hit 12 noon and kept thinking what's going to happen here. So Camilla and Charlotte, two Auckland mums, they did start it off and they did really good success in getting it moving and starting, and were very passionate for a couple of years there. And so met the mums there in Auckland and brought it south to Dunedin, and yep, we're 20 days into the month, so had a week or so full week there, and then we've had a couple of short weeks with Easter in there.
Yep.
And same as them, on a mission to save the planet in New Zealand, one slurp at a time there, and just look after our planet and our future children there.
So this is about saving the planet. I mean, and I think we've all seen there's your Facebook page and there's your, I guess, the logo that comes with it. We've all seen the images, I'm sure, of the straw being pulled out of the turtle's nose, etc., etc. What is it about edible straws that's going to help save the planet? Well, why?
Yep. So great question. So the straw itself, if you can imagine pasta. So if you imagine pasta being balled up after a little bit of time, the ingredients are sort of similar to your pasta there. It's rice that's been grounded down to a flour, added a bit of tapioca, a little bit of salt and natural colourings, such things as beetroot to make the colouring, carrot, and a bit of black sesame seed there. That's how you get some of the colours there. So if it does go into our marine life there, then it doesn't matter if any of those marine animals have a wee nibble on it. It's not going to do any harm. It's just be nice and soft in there, just like if you were to boil up some pasta at home. After a period of time, that's if they even get to eat it, because probably after that long, it's probably disappeared there. 90 days in the ground, and that'll disappear altogether. It'll compost into next to nothing. I've had it in a cold drink at home here for about 8 hours. You can still drink out of the top of the straw, and it's nice and firm and hard.
Because that's one of the questions. One of the main questions, because I think many of us are driven wild by cardboard straws going soggy. So you say this doesn't do that.
Yeah. So the top of it's still nice and firm, but the bottom of it definitely is starting to go a bit glowy like, but it still will certainly suck up nice and firmly and nice and strongly. And that's where you get that you can just have a wee nibble on the bottom of the straw if you choose to there.
Very good. Now this is I mean, I always struggle with these kinds of questions because obviously we don't want to know anything about your financials, but and this is a good profitable business. This is gonna make you good money as well as helping save the world.
Naturally, it's more of a premier product, but if you look in the supermarkets there, some of those cardboardy type of paper straws, they're getting up there in price. So we're only a few cents off the different prices in there. I don't know what their margins are, but we are a more premier product. Yep. I don't know how long the paper products are going to be around. Lots of people, you notice, have to grab the second one because they don't last their straw. It depends how long you're going to be drinking your drinks in a social setting. So for the consumer in those bars and clubs out there, I would probably suggest that you're going to probably go through 1 rice straw, maybe to every 2 or 1.5 paper straw. So I think it's probably going to be more beneficial to the retail, to the establishments out there in the hospitality industry.
Well, I think it sounds like a great product. Yeah, I have an intense hatred of those paper straws. They never last, and definitely don't want to use a plastic one. So it's nice if this is going to be a product that that I can get hold of. Very exciting.
Absolutely.
The story talked about you're doing drinking straws for the hospitality and retail industries, but as you've just said, supermarkets. So where do we get it from, and how much is this one of these packs? I mean, if we had been professionals, we would have got some before we talked to you, but we're not professionals. We're just dudes with microphones. How much are we looking at retail wise for one of these packs, and where do we get them from?
So it's throughout New Zealand. So they're available in scattering of retail stores. There's also some bars throughout Auckland, and they also stock them, as well as cafes that have them. So jump online, have a wee Google. Lots of them are proud to say where they have them. Recommended retail price of $11.99. You can also jump on the website and grab them. So recommended retail $11.99.
And how many is in the pack?
25.
Okay.
Yep. So pack 25 there.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've got one here in front of me. So have a wee listen. Here's got a good wee snack to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So that's nice and hard there. Yep. Yeah. So that's nice and firm in your mouth.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, listen, we'll leave you to it, Helen. I know that you've come on today and you're struggling with a bit of a scratchy throat there, so we won't push it any further. But we'll be in touch, because I want to give them a crack. I'm sure Chewy does too. So we'll find out where they're from and get some off you. And yeah, if we learn when we sell them in Dunedin, then we'll go and buy some, and then we can try them out and see what they're like. As we said, there's no sponsored product here. We're just I liked your story, and I thought let's tell other people about it, and that's why we invited you on.
That's great. Really appreciate it.